water now that's so deep that I'm afraid that there's going to be some problems. The rain has slowed down enough, not too much, but enough. Look at this, the water is right up to the bottom of my car. The water is right at the bottom of my car. And there's other people who are actually parked in places where the water is not up to the bottom of their car. Like that up over there. I'm afraid I'm gonna get flooded in this parking lot, right in this spot. There's a pine cone floating. There's a pine cone floating. I'm in about 5 inches deep water right now. And it's getting higher. It's touching the bottom of my car now. It's touching the bottom of my car. I'm in a really bad spot here. I'm really panicking. I'm panicking a lot. Because it's just gonna get deeper then. If I start up my car, I think I'm gonna flood it. So I'm in a bad situation. And well, all I need to do is go over where that car is. There's a car that's got absolutely no water. It's parked right at the Dollar Tree. I'm in a pool in this parking lot, and I've waited way too long. It's touching the bottom of my car. Happy scene. And it's getting deeper in the parking lot. I mean, maybe I could try to push it. I'm getting out of gear at least. It's like I'm in a low spot in the parking lot. You can see that this thing, I thought I'd be safe in this spot, but I'm not. I'm very concerned about flooding, my car getting flooded. And I mean, these people are definitely struggling to move. They're going through, I mean, they're taller vehicles, so they can handle it better. But I'm in a bad position right now. And it was already a heavy rain to get up to this height. If the water, yeah, the water's gonna exceed the water's gonna get inside my car because I do have holes underneath it. Oh my God, I cannot start this car. There's no way. I think it's up to the bottom. And I don't think I could just push it, can I? I'm gonna see if I can, maybe I can push my car. You've driven. Yeah, I definitely need to move out of this spot. Okay. I need to get out of this spot. This is such a bad spot right now. I'm freaking out. It's like, how deep can it get before it floods my car? So, gosh, I don't want to get my shoes wet. Because I see people over here closer to the building. I was parked further away from the building. So now I just started the car up and drove it over just like 20 feet. I just happened to be in such a bad spot. Here I was taking my shoes off, planning on pushing the car, but I just decided to start it. I've never experienced such a flooding before, and it's just like almost it's a regular thing around here. I don't like parking close to the stores, but I mean, I'll do it because of the flooding issue. There appears to be a possible security person in this parking lot. It's not. I already got kicked out of Walmart parking lots. for overnight, and last night was fine in this spot, but tonight I see like some security guy driving around with their lights flashing on their car, so I might get kicked out of this parking lot too. I mean, the library has armed guards. They got maximum security at the Walmart. There's something. I don't know if it's the proximity to Lafayette or what. So yeah, these storms are aggressive. And flooding, I mean, we're only 20 feet above sea level. The flooding is going to be such a problem. So, all right. I guess I don't need to panic so much. I mean, the wind was a little. They call the winds gales. So, in proximity to the ocean, I guess they're called gales. I'm in higher ground now. I only needed to move 20 feet. Car started up. I mean, wow. I've never started my car when the water is right at the bottom. I've never done that before. And that moved pretty quick. It only took like a half hour, 40 minutes. Half hour for the water to go from just a puddle to the bottom of my car. But I guess I don't think there's any parking garages here. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. I panicked a little bit, but I thought my car was not gonna run. But I mean, things are better now, so whatever. I didn't expect to be parked in a flood zone. I mean, geez, it would be a catastrophe for this car to go on. I was kind of thinking, you know, all right, this is it. I'm gonna lose everything. You gotta start thinking about what it's gonna be like to lose everything to a flood. But maybe not. Maybe that can be held off for another day or two. It's gonna happen, but and I can't hold off those thoughts all the time. But this definitely got me thinking that this is it. My car is gonna be flooded and destroyed. Oh, cop pulled in the McDonald's. Is he in the drive-thru or she? I don't see them having gone through. Okay. Well, this is it. This whole state is a flood zone. Okay, yeah, and I want to go east, and it looks like the roads are so screwy because of the flooding issues. Okay. Well, not so much of a need to panic now. Whoops. I threw things around a little bit, now they're lost. Oh, okay, alright, yeah. I was just trying to whip things. I waited till like the last minute. I'm like, it won't be so bad. It's only halfway to my car. And then it gets up to my car and I'm like, oh God, why did I wait so long? So then I start panicking. It's just a problem. Sometimes you gotta I bet these Louisiana people anticipate things better than me. They know where to park when there's a major rain. Anywhere else in the country, I mean, besides maybe Washington, it's like I never plan where I will park when it rains. Around here, you gotta kind of plan for higher ground when it rains. But I'm in like South Louisiana, like far south, where it's even, maybe the north has a lot of flooding too, I guess. Interstates have the ditches and the higher ground, yeah. I expected parking lots to, at least they're angled so that the water runs away from the buildings. You park closest to Billings, I guess. That's the strategy. I didn't even say where I am. Well, I said McDonald's if there's only one McDonald's in a city. But yeah, I mean, a life raft. Yeah, something as alternates. I've thought about having some kind of a boat on top of my car. That'd be about the only thing I put on top of my car is some kind of flotation device. A surfboard of some kind. Yeah, there's no mountains. I won't be seeing any mountains for a long time. Okay, it's slowed down enough. Let's see. I just moved a short. Yeah, it's all water. Look at that. It's also flooded. It's still coming down pretty good. It's so flooded in that spot. I was probably in the deepest. I parked in the deepest spots, part of the parking lot. I must have parked in the deepest part of the parking lot. Yeah, I don't really have anything I don't have any protection against drowning. It's just I have to rely on my own physicality. Yeah, I saw those in the weather report that it was only for a couple of hours. And I pretty much only use my police scanner for the weather. And because it's on the weather setting, it turns on pretty fast. Instant.
What? Significant coastal flooding expected. Where? In Louisiana, Vermilion, Iberia,
Wonderful.
St. Mary, West Cameron, East Cameron parishes. In Texas, Jefferson County. When? Until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time this evening. Impacts. Numerous roads may be closed. Low-lying property, including homes, businesses, and some critical infrastructure will be inundated. Some shoreline erosion will occur. Take the necessary actions to protect flood-prone property. Do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth.
Don't park in low areas.
In Lake Charles has issued a flash flood warning for Avoyelles Parish in central Louisiana, Evangeline Parish in central Louisiana, Refuge Parish in central Louisiana, Alton Parish in southwestern Louisiana, southeastern Vernon Parish in west central Louisiana until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 5:55 p.m. Central Standard Time, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area.
Right.
1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen.
1 and
Additional
3.
rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly.
Shortly?
Hazard. Flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source. Radar. Impact. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Alexandria, Pineville, Oakdale, Marksville, Bunkie, Mamou, Oberlin, Glenmore, Moorville, Cheneville, Elizabeth, Turkey Creek, Kineston, Effie, Pitkin, Mitty, Boardmanville, Grant, Cottonport, and Pine Prairie.
I didn't mention.
Around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads.
Okay.
Flood warning in effect from Wednesday evening to Thursday evening. What? Minor flooding forecast. Where? Bayou de Conmere, Eunice.
Okay. What? All right. So probably the flood warning.
Service in Lake Charles has issued a tornado warning for Lafayette Parish in south central Louisiana, southeastern Acadia
tornado
Parish,
now.
Western Louisiana, north central Vermilion Parish in southwestern Louisiana, west central St. Martin Parish in south central Louisiana until 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. at 6:42 p.m. Central Standard Time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near
Thunderstorms,
Kevlin, moving northeast at
flooding,
60 miles per hour.
tornadoes.
Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter.
Yep.
Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Dewson, Monreese, and Ridge around 6:55 p.m. Central Standard Time.
So tornado warning too, that's coming, I guess. Yeah, I learned how to swim early on, but I haven't swum in a long time. I'm a good swimmer though. I pick it up. I pick it back up. It's like learning a bicycle, learning to ride a bicycle. In fact, when I was get out of there, I got out of my spot about 20 feet away. Yeah, I had my window covered because I parked underneath the street lights. Whoops, I don't know how to do this. How do I get this? There we go. Back to, oh, what was I leaning on? Oh, the water. Yeah, I was tossing things all over. Yeah, cops aren't going to likely stop to bother anybody. They've been responding to calls more so. I thought I was going to have a relaxing night tonight. Oh, it's definitely stopped. I mean, I'm hearing it picking up again. Look at that. I was over at that street light. That street light just over there, and that's the deepest part of the flooding. I'm not even in the flooding here. You can actually see the parking lot. But over there, I was so deep, it was up to the bottom of my car. I've never experienced that before, and I was panicking as it was rising. I've never had that kind of panic before. And there's people who, like, you know, get caught in drowning situations who lose their lives. I'm worried about my car more than my life, because wow, my mobility would come to a standstill. I'd be living in South Louisiana. Okay, so it got, you know, some deep parts around here. Others steep patrol driving. Maybe they had a meeting with the other cop at the McDonald's. I can't even see anybody over there. Louisiana State Patrol getting through, and these people are prepared. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of cars with the airflow on the top of their cars, but I mean, every so often you'll see them. Those are people prepared for the real floods. I stayed put right where I was, and I was the water may have gotten inside my car a little bit. It hasn't gotten in up front, but I got a hole in the back that mosquitoes and mice can get through. And that hole, the water got like up to that hole, and it may have breached that hole. So I wanna check out. I want to check the rear part of my car and see if any water got up in. So yeah, it was intense, and now it's over. Now the weather station's saying that the tornadoes are next. We got tornadoes scheduled next. A premiere for tornadoes. And I mean, at nights it's frustrating because you can't see what's going on in the sky. It just kind of happens at night. You're at the mercy. I was at the mercy of the lightning, the flooding, and now tornadoes coming up. So yeah, I don't think my car floats. I need to use a bucket and then throw the water out. and do that all night. So yeah, tornado videos are awesome during the daytime, but at night you can't see a thing. Yeah, what's more dangerous, flooding the car and killing the engine, or being swept away? I don't know. It's, yeah, there's a pontoon bridge that I checked out just a couple days ago in whatever that city was, and I don't quite follow how it works exactly. That's the first time I've ever heard of a pontoon bridge, but it's closed down. It seems the what's the name of the? I just had that interaction with the cops, and now I forgot their city name because I don't refer to it much. It's just a small town. It's not even a city. Esterwood, yeah. And it's the Bayou Plaquemine Brule pontoon bridge, and it's supposed to be shut down for repairs. And about 5 or 6 days ago, a semi truck crashed on it, and the very police that stopped at my car just yesterday, they're in charge of that, their Facebook, and they're the ones reporting and taking pictures of these accidents and stuff. So they're getting some action over there besides just my car, just besides me. They got bigger issues. So storm chase, are there storm? How do you chase those people? You got to have some nice vehicles to chase storms. I can't consider that at all. And yeah, about the only, I could try to let's get the, let me see if there's even any police activity. I haven't typed in a zip code in a long time. So what zip code am I in? What's the Crowley zip code?
At 22.0 feet, minor agricultural flood.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, I just, how do I get back? Just
Forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage Thursday morning and continue rising to a crest at 23.0 feet early Friday afternoon. Flood
70526. Okay.
http://www.
70526. All right, processing for all those police channels and just the emergency channels, it takes a long time. It's instant with the weather. Look at how long it takes to get onto all these police channels in this zip code region. I think it covers 100-mile radius. It's just a lot. It may be a slow processor too. It just takes about a minute, a good minute. This is the latest model of from 2018, I think. $600 SDS 100, Bearcat SDS 100. All right, now I'm scanning, and I don't even know if they've encrypted. Louisiana Wireless. I don't listen to this thing a lot. This radio is mostly for like just music radio or weather. For me, spent all that money. It's as slow as Zap's internet. What is it with the river crusting? You need to go into Dollar Tree now and get a cooler, duct tape box, and 100 feet of rope. Okay, yeah, something for flotation. The river is definitely in a situation where it can cause trouble for the local area. We'll call in a suspicious. Oh yeah, I'm listening to the police, but it may not catch it because when I type in the zip code, I still have a lot of other emergency channels up. It's not just for the police, so it might not even be heard. I have Entergy, which Entergy takes up a large Entergy. I gotta figure this stuff out better. I don't really care to run through all of Entergy's channels. Entergy, look at 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes about 4 seconds to get through Entergy, and that could cover up potential police calls. As we're going through Entergy, which Entergy is, those are 9 to 5 workers. They're not doing anything right now, and I'm running through their channel. And if I knew how to work my radio good, I would cut that. I would block them out. But I don't really know how to do that right now. I'm just trying to catch anything possible in the moment. Get some, yeah, Ziploc, the murder kit that these for the flotation device. I'm like, wow, what kind of bodies should I be burying and putting that? That's all a kit for that cops could use against me, saying I have motive, a premeditative motive. I got so much stuff in my car, they could string anything together in my car. I got string in here. I got tape. I got bags. I mean, with all the stuff in here, they could make any story up to paint me in the worst light possible. I could use some I could put together some things in here already that I already have, like these containers. All I need to do, empty my water container, and it's a flotation device, right? Just empty it. I got a few of them, so there's some empty, but then I would lose out on my water. And it's like, I don't know if what's more important, trying to prevent myself from drowning, or the subsequent water issues afterward. And let me just say, the tap water around here is top of the line. This is some good tap water. And I think it's probably because they get a lot of rain, they could flush through. Even though this is oil country, they're doing a really good job making the water taste good. Whether, it's entirely good, I'm not sure. I pitched all my chains. I'm done with chains. I pitched all my weights. Those are gone. All I use are my sticks. These sticks could float. So I got my sticks. Tie them together for a little bit of a floating device. So they got multi-purpose. My sticks are multi-purpose. All right, it's too quiet. This is too quiet. All right. WX operation, weather scan. And I'll just keep it in.
Sunset, Dewson, and Maurice. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles.
Oh! Uh-oh. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Central Standard for northwestern Iberia, southeastern Lafayette, and eastern Vermilion parishes. At 6:50.
I think Iberia is where I kind of want to go. I want to go south of Lafayette. I want to stay far away from Lafayette. I mean, if towns like this are going to be bad on security, I know Lafayette's going to be even worse. The flooding gives alligators an opportunity to expand on their territory. I've seen that. They have easier with the floods. So there's definitely a benefit with that. And I know I've seen alligators on Barksdale Air Force Base in North Louisiana. And so they're going to be able to thrive around these parts. All right, it's not really raining. And that flood area, oh my God. I was in the center of that. I was in the center. Nobody's gonna drive through that. And they were probably laughing at me as I was parked in there. They probably knew too. They're looking at me like, look at that idiot parked in the floodiest part of the parking lots. And I didn't know. All my windows are up. A little bit of air circulation would be nice. Steamy in here. I produce heat, and there's a ton of moisture now, so steaming it up. But I mean, the weather's nice, at least. The temperature's been stable. It's been not quite so sunny. So, I mean, besides this huge rainstorm that came through, which somebody said in comments that it went through their place 2 hours previously. It doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. I told you to get out of that car earlier. You scared me. I was scared. I was freaking out. I just decided to go online. I'm using my hotspot, and I don't normally use my hotspot to go live, but I'm like, okay, let's test this out. Let's do a weather report now, and just report that this is what's happening here. But I mean, that's me being kind of selfish. I mean, other places could be kind of bad too. I don't know. I panic and I went live. Isn't that how it works? When you panic, then that's when you go live. And I made sure not to be on the cop channel because this is not cop related. How bad it's coming my way in a couple hours. Cold behind it? No, I don't think it's supposed to be stable. Hope you're staying warm. Yeah, there's no problems with keeping warm. Keeping cool is more of a concern in South Louisiana. I want to start going north a little bit. In at least a week or two, I want to start heading north again. In my journey north towards Wisconsin, if I survive Louisiana and Mississippi and Tennessee. Stop raining. It's a good time to put some duct tape on the roof of your car. I have duct tape on my roof. You do not want to slip off the roof of your car. Oh, oh my God. That's something to think about. Making my roof slippery proof. Especially living around here. This has never been an issue for me anywhere else. Wisconsin floods, but in Washington floods, you know, salmon can swim across the street, but there's no salmon around here. There's alligators. And the flooding, I mean, there's more mountainous regions. What's the biggest mountain in Louisiana? All right, compare it to Mount Olympia in Washington or Mount St. Helena. They don't compare. There's no mountains that can hold a candle in Louisiana to anywhere else, and especially like Washington, which Washington is maybe Oregon too. Oregon and Washington are maybe some of the floodiest areas. But I mean, that's just like me getting caught. I got caught in Tillamook, Oregon, in a kind of a flood, and then a road is closed down. But I mean, these aren't like the California floods, like not San Andreas. That's a video game, right? San Rafael. I was in I've been in a lot of places where there's been flooding, and they have signs saying with the lines saying this is how high the water got. I've never been caught in it. It can really cause. Imagine people getting caught in bigger floods than this. My God, having just experienced this has given me a different perspective. I've only learned about flooding issues in the past, and now to have actually experienced it with the water coming up to the bottom of my car like that really gives me a different perspective on life, because things could have gotten a lot worse. And it's just simply me sitting in the most flooded part of the parking lot and just staying there freaking out as the water rises. All I need to do is move 20 feet and I'm better. And I'm out of the danger. It's so ridiculous how these things happen. You freak out, and then it's just like you look back at it after it's all over, and it's like, wow, I would have done things differently. Buy a pool noodle? Oh, yeah. I think the flooding is good. I mean, it's now gotten enough time for the water to move, to settle down. It's not raining as hard. It's based upon the amount of rain hitting in a short period of time. This is not a snowstorm either. Snowstorms are tough to deal with too. That's the thing. I lived in Rice Lake, Wisconsin for in my car in the same spot for over a year. I went through the snow, I went through the winter and dealt with that, and I am prepared in this tiny car. I'm fully prepared for at least severe cold. Get down to like in the low 20s, the high teens. I'm fully prepared for that. I'm prepared for snowstorms with food in my car. I could survive off a lot of food hanging off my roof, hanging off my ceiling. But floods, no, that's a different issue. Tornadoes I try to run from, and their warning is still in effect. But floods, no, you could try to drive away, but there's pools all over in Louisiana, and there's emergency crews running around right now. They know where the flooding areas are worst on the roads, and they probably are checking them right now and putting up barriers as needed. All those emergency crews and stuff working a little overtime. This is where the emergency crews get a little overtime for situations like this. How do you stay warm? I'm charging up my fans to stay cool. I want to stay on top of my fans, staying fully charged for the midday. So, all right, the rain's picking up, but yeah, it's whatever. I'm in a pretty good. I could probably just stay in this little spot all night, no problems. So, yeah, the rain's picking up, but no, there's no panic. So whatever. I don't need to. This isn't a warning anymore. It may have started out kind of like intense. Pool noodles. Pool noodles have a lot of variety for use. I was thinking maybe I could use a pool noodle to wrap around my exercise stick, for I don't know, certain exercises. But I guess I could. You're safe from the tornadoes. They place those warnings over large areas. Oh, I'm not in the danger zone. Crowley. I'm in Crowley. All right. All right. So yeah, and I wouldn't think. How could a tornado really come in when it's raining? I think that if it's going to be raining heavily, tornadoes aren't going to do so good because the rain will be a drag. It'll be a friction to slow down the tornadoes. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this then. So I get okay. Yeah, if I need to get to higher ground, I will. All right. Thanks for visiting.